Are we live? I don't know. This is potentially a very high quality thing. Alright guys, Lee's famous recipe, chicken. Boys and girls, so I'm here in the place, so we're starting live. So I got a lot to talk about today. Oh, shrimp. Oh, Marlene's in the chat. All right, Marlene's already here. This is what I use for chat. So, is the audio good? Let me know. I think it's pretty good. I made sure it was all set up. This is a brand new studio. Okay, I'm coming to you live from a brand new studio. There's a lot I want to talk to you guys about today, because there's a lot of exciting news going down that's going to be happening within the next couple of months on this channel, Mario Plush Bros. So I'm going to wait a little bit for people to get in here before I start doing stuff. So this is just kind of a chat session, more of like a, Q&A sesh, whatever you want to talk about. Good audio. That's good, Marlene. I'm basically, for those of you that don't remember, back in like 2020 and 2021, I used to do, every summer when school got out, I would do a video called the Summer Update. This is kind of the 2023 Summer Update, but I decided to stream it this time instead of doing a pre-recorded video, just so I can get your guys' feedback while I'm saying stuff. Taylor Price, Bruno, let's go. Bruno's in the chat. Bruno, you're gonna be very excited to see what's happening with these cards, man. All right, I just revealed the big thing. All right, but you guys ain't seen nothing yet. Trust me, you have not. So, what do you guys think about the new studio? First of all, so the days of me having to go outside to get good lighting or me just going to random parts in my house and filming are over. I actually have a studio now. Now, the table I was filming at previously is over there. You can't really see it, and I'm not going to turn the camera over there because it's messy. But this is a good stream, I think. But we'll go over what's going on here. I'm going to be able to stream for probably an hour and a half or so. So not the longest stream ever, but just enough to get stuff concrete. So there's a lot going on, and Bruno knows some of the stuff that's going on because he's actually a part of one project, at least one project, that is still in development. And Marlene knows about it too. Marlene, studio's lit. All right, Bruno, let's go. Let's go, boys. All right, so anyway. So are there any questions before we get started? If you guys want to ask me anything, but I think I pretty much said what needs to happen. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was going to start at 6:20. It's 6:27. I had to run over to Lee's Chicken, which is not too far from where I live, and because my friend Crazy Davey, I don't know if you guys know Crazy Davey, but he works there. And he said he was going to give me a Mountain Dew Voltage because I did something for him. I got a Temu account. And he said, I'm like, the only way I'm getting a Temu account is if you give me a Mountain Dew Voltage. So he said he would, and he said he'd get it today. He's like, stop by at 6. So I stopped by, and he didn't have it. So, and this other person working there, I knew her as well. And she made me buy this drink. So I have a Mountain Dew, regular Mountain Dew. So that's the story behind this thing. So a lot of news, and a lot of it has already been announced previously. Almost all of it has already been announced previously. I'm just kind of diving deeper into them. This goes all the way back to the State of the Union address. Or not State of the Union. State of the Channel address. For those of you guys that watched that. That was really the last update checkpoint area. Everything since then, I've kind of tried to have really good quality content. And I think I've delivered on that. Statistically, the channel's been doing way better. We're almost to 1,700 subscribers at this point. So we're doing great. We got 6 people here. Now, the first thing I want to start to talk about today is kind of the next couple of weeks, what's going down. So, June of 2023 is going to be huge for this channel, I think. There's a lot of projects in development. The first one is Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. I started filming that back in April with Bruno. Bruno is in the video. Marlene was filming it, so those two, they're both in the chat right now. So that video is coming. It was supposed to come out in May, but we have, 3 days left in May. It ain't coming out. But I just need to get times to record, but it's going to be a good video, too. So that's kind of how that is. Also, I am going to Detroit. It's final. I am going to Detroit on June 9th. So June 9th and 10th. We're going to do the Detroit trilogy. Now, it's not what I planned it to be. I planned on going to Detroit and surviving 24 hours in the streets of Detroit, but that's not happening. Mainly because my dad won't let me do it. But there is going to be another survival type video in Detroit, but it's not the usual survivor type video. Also, the next Pokemon card set, Paldea Evolved, comes out on June 9th. And Taylor Swift's in Detroit too. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen her in concert. I'd love to. Trust me, I'd love to. But, I ain't got that kind of money. But a lot's happening in Detroit. So the Detroit trilogy. The weekend after. Now, this is not finalized yet because I announced this a long time ago, but this is what the main discussion today is going to be about. Is the meet and greet, okay? There's going to be, I don't know if you guys saw a community post. I posted a community post about this. When did I post it? It was 3 weeks ago. So, first week, very beginning of May, I posted a community post. It got 11 likes. I don't know how many people have seen it. But basically, I'm just going to read the post here. So, the first ever Mario Plush Bros meet and greet. And I have a date prepared, so I'll tell you that in here in a second. The first ever Mario Plush Bros meet and greet is official. So, it's happening. It's happening. So, you can come meet me in person. Okay? I don't know if some of you people probably already know me in person. But if you don't know me in person, you can come meet me. Or if you already know me in person and just want to say hi, you can come see me. This event will be happening this June, so next month, but I'm going to give you a date here soon. It's going to be on a Friday and a Saturday. It's going to be a 2-day event. It's going to be held in Cynthiana, Kentucky. So mark your calendars there. Cynthiana, Kentucky. That's where it is. Anyone will have the chance to come meet me in person, as well as Marlene. Marlene Seibert will be there. It will be run by me and Marlene and possibly my sister if she decides to come. But she probably won't, so don't count on that. If you want to meet Lydia, don't count on that because she probably won't be there, but she could be. I don't know. Let's check the chat here real quick. Oh, game me account. Ian's in the chat playing Fortnite with Feist and June. Look. Get out of here. Get out of here. Disgusting. That stupid game. I hate that game. Yeah. If you want to meet Lydia, don't count on it. You will be able to purchase limited time merch. Now, what is that merch? Well, I'm planning on making a t-shirt design with an official Mario Plush Bros logo, which is still in development, but I was planning on making that here soon. So before the end of the month, that will be out. I'm also going to put up an Instagram page for Mario Plush Bros, a Mario Plush Bros official Instagram page. I don't know when I'm going to release that. Maybe today. Probably not today. I probably won't find it today, but tomorrow or May 30th or May 31st. It won't be June. It'll be before June. But I'm going to post an Instagram page. So I basically post whenever a video comes out, just some screenshots or whatnot, just kind of explaining what it is, kind of just to get more in there. And I'm kind of trying to expand the Mario Plush Bros empire because I've been making videos since, December of 2019 every single week, which is insane. Along with a pack of custom Mario Plush Bros Pokemon cards. Now, the main thing that I wanted to show off today is this set. So I have made custom Pokemon cards based on Mario Plush Bros, the modern era of Mario Plush Bros. There are 30 cards in this set. 15 basic cards, 7 trainer cards, 5 Vs, 3 VMAXs, and 1 secret rare V-Star. And today I'm going to showcase that entire set. So just be prepared for that. I'm going to show that later on in the stream here. So that's going to be... I've been working the past 2 days on this set. So all I need to do is just get them printed now. Every card is made. So you'll be able to purchase a pack of those. There'll be 6 cards per pack. They'll come with an energy, 3 basics, a trainer card, and an ultra rare. Every pack's going to get an ultra rare. So, and then no code cards. I know you guys love code cards, but there will be no code cards in my packs. So that's going to happen. More details to come. This event will take place on a weekend in June 2023. So it's going to be a Friday and a Saturday. And you can come down whichever day. You can come down both days if you want to. But I'm going to get into the price of the items and when it's going to be. So these items will be sold. They're not free, so you can't come and just pick them up. You got to actually pay for them. You can come and see. You can shake my hand for free. I give out free handshakes, okay? But the items are going to cost money. Now, there's kind of a deal. Oh, this event is, the plan is, now keep up to date because this is very likely to get delayed. June 16th and 17th. June 16th is a Friday. That is a Friday after I go to Detroit, so that is 3 weeks from now. And Saturday, June 17th. It's going to be both days. I'm going to be set up from about 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Cynthiana, Kentucky. I was going to do it in the Walmart parking lot, but across the street, here's how you're going to find me. Go to the Walmart, look across the street. There is a Lee's Chicken. No pun intended. There's actually Lee's there. And an Arby's. Behind that is a abandoned IGA. I don't know if you guys know what IGA is, but there's an IGA parking lot, and it is abandoned. I was down there before I did the announcement to scout out the area, and I'm going to set up some tables and some tents there, and that's where I'm going to set the shop up. So you'll find me in that abandoned parking lot, an IGA. That abandoned IGA parking lot on the weekend of June 16th and 17th. And Marlene doesn't want to camp there, so Marlene might go home and I might camp in the parking lot, or we just drive home and then come back up there. Because it's about an hour and 40-minute drive from where I live to Cynthiana, Kentucky. Fun fact, Cynthiana is actually where The Walking Dead was filmed, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. But it's not downtown Cynthiana. It's more of the suburban area of where all the businesses are. So hopefully I can get some traffic there. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, the price of the items. Oh, we got some people there. Saul's on the break right now. Reese Price. John Pork. Can I give you a kiss? I saw that. At the meet and greet, maybe. I might let you. If it depends on how I'm feeling that day. If you come down to the meet and greet, is what it is. Yeah, Marlene, be sure to strike some people down. There's Dave Seibert. Dave's the cameraman. Dave the cameraman's in the chat. Okay. So, the price of these items. Now, I'm gonna have to find some way to print these out because I don't want to just paste the PDFs on a Google Doc and then print them out on paper and cut them out as cards. I want to actually have good quality cards. So, to buy a pack of Pokemon cards, it's going to be $10 US, okay? I will accept foreign money if it is the equivalent, but I'm not going to do bartering. I'm not going to, trade me 2 rocks and a stick for a pack. No, $10 US or its equivalent. So if you're like from Britain and you want to come in, whatever that would be in pounds, I'll accept foreign money because I think foreign money is actually pretty cool. So I'll accept it as long as it's $10 equivalent. And I may or may not have change, so just keep that in mind. If I don't have change, then we'll figure something out. And then the shirts are going to be $15, I think. But the deal is you can get a shirt and a pack of Pokemon cards for $20. Or you can get them separately for $10 and $15. But you're saving, instead of, because that would be $25, you're saving yourself $5 by getting both. So that's the deal. You can get, I don't want like you coming in with like $70 and getting 70 Pokemon card packs, but if you wanted to do that, you can. It just depends on the supply, because I don't know how big the supply is going to be. I might limit amount of packs per customer, but I don't think I'll have to do that. So if you want to come in and get 7 packs, bring in me $70, I mean, that's fine. But the deal happens per shirt, per pack, and it's per customer. So if you come in and you want to get a shirt and a pack of cards, is $20. But if you wanted to get 2 shirts and 2 packs, that's not $40. That would actually be $45. It's only per customer. Now, like, say you're a kid and you don't have money. It's more per person, not per customer. But like, if you're a kid and you don't have money and your mom brings you down, and there's you and your brother or something, and you both wanted to get a shirt and a pack of Pokemon cards, then that would be $20 and $20. So that'd be $40. So that the deal works per person. But if one person's trying to get 2 shirts and 2 packs, that's going to be $45. Because the $20 deal only goes per one person, if that makes any sense. That's the deal on it, on the price. So you can save yourself $5 if you want to get a shirt. If you just want to get a shirt, it's $15. If you just want to get a pack of cards, it's $10. If you want to get both, it's $20. So that's how it is. But anything above that, you're going to have to pay full price for it. Now, there is a possibility, since the shirts aren't made now, I don't know how long they'll take to be made. So it's a possibility that if the shirts are not in my possession by June 16th, I will do a second meet and greet in July to give those away. And then whatever leftover cards I have. I might do a second print run. But this initial print run, I think I can get the cards by then, because I have all the cards made. I just still need to make the shirt. If I can't get the shirts in before that date, I will do a second meet and greet in July, somewhere in Ohio, probably. Somewhere probably near Columbus, Ohio, and do a meet and greet up there. If I can't get the shirts in time. So if you're wanting to get a shirt on June 16th and they're not available, you're going to have to wait till July. And the reason I can't do it the week after is because I'm going to Mexico last week of June, very early July. So the weekend after I get back from Mexico, going to Cabo San Lucas. And I was going to talk about that too, because there's going to be some videos there. But I will do 2 meet and greets if that were to be the case. Now, I don't know how many people are going to show up, so if no one shows up and I have leftover items, I might do a second one. I'm planning on doing 2. So the one in June 16th and 17th is going to be in Cynthiana. The one in July, which will most likely be July 7th and 8th, which is a Friday and Saturday weekend as well. Which I think Friday and Saturday is the best thing because, Sunday is kind of like the free day. I don't really want to be out there for 3 days. And I think Friday and Saturday is a good time to do it. That would be on July 7th and 8th. And I want to do it, too, before marching band starts up. Because when marching band starts up, I don't have time to do anything. So that's the plan with the meet and greets. And maybe if they're successful enough, I could maybe do one first week of August if you guys really wanted to see that. Just kind of how it is. Hey, what's going on? Kenneth Huber, Commander Huber's in the chat. Let's go. For those of you guys that don't know, Commander Huber's a great guy. I mean, so I'm in this organization, the VFW Memorial Team, I think is what it's called. And every time that a veteran dies or something, they do like memorial services at the grave sites after their funerals. And then I go in and play taps while they do their, the rifles for and they fold the flag up. To honor the veterans. And then I play taps there. And me and him, we went out to Bob Evans the other day. He bought me and my mom lunch. And Commander, thanks for the gas money. I was able to drive 100 miles from home yesterday for fun. For $42 at the gas station. So and thanks Reese for the sideburns. I think that's number 2. I think that's Bruno's brother. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. But that's the plan for the meet and greet. So $15 for a shirt, $10 for my Pokemon cards, the custom Pokemon cards, Mario Plush Bros TCG. And then it's going to be in Cynthiana, Kentucky. So it's a 2-day thing. It's all day, both days. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on both days. So, I want you guys to be able to get out here. So, if it's a far drive for you and, you can't make it till the evening, that's why it's going to the evening. Or if you're busy in the afternoon, you want to come in the morning, you can. If you're busy in the morning and you can't come in the evening, you can come in the evening. Or if you're busy on Friday, and you can come Saturday. If you're busy Saturday, you can come Friday. I wanted to make sure that people were able to do stuff. And Marlene striking down. Marlene, you're a moderator. You know that wrench by your name. You have the power to strike people. But that's how that is. So that's the meet and greet policy. Cynthiana is located in the northern part of whatever it is, Kentucky. So have a great day. I have to get ready for Memorial Day tomorrow. That's true. It's true, Commander. We got Memorial Day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow, too. I'm looking forward to that. Well, thanks for stopping by. Loyal subscriber right there. Brand new sub, but he's good viewer. Anyway, enjoying my Mountain Dew here. So that's the meet and greet stuff. Any questions about the meet and greet before we move on? Again, if nobody shows up, I mean, that'll be sad. And I don't know how many people are going to show up. But anyone's welcome. I don't care if you're from Vietnam and you want to come into, I don't know why you'd want to fly in just to see me, but hey, if you want to do that, hey, I support you. Anybody's welcome. I mean, I don't care. You know, just make sure you're, and if you don't want to buy anything, you just want to see me and shake my hand, I mean, it's completely fine. Oh, do as well. When you're there, I'm going to ask you, if you buy a pack of the Pokemon cards, I'm going to ask you if you would like me to record you opening them so we can kind of get some content out of that so people can see like what it is, like opening the cards. Because these cards are only available at the location. You can't buy them online yet. I might open an online store later on this fall. I'm planning on opening an online merch store, maybe get some more merch. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. I just got to expand the empire a little bit. But yeah, I think the prices are pretty reasonable, and I want it to be profitable as well. So that's just the dilemma. But I think it will be. I think these cards will be worth $10, like well worth $10. And I know Pokemon cards. We have Pokemon card sets come with 11 cards, and it's $5.99. Yeah, okay. That's regular Pokemon cards. This is Mario Plush Bros Pokemon cards. Okay, you can go to Target and get Pokemon cards anytime. This is a limited edition. A limited edition. Okay. That's what makes these special. It's great stuff. Marlene will be there too, so if you want to meet Marlene, she's going to be there. Okay, I'm going to now talk about my trip to Mexico, which is happening in June and July, before we reveal the cards. Let me get these cards pulled up here first, because I have them in a folder. This is going to be so freaking sick. I'm so excited to show you guys these cards. I'm so excited to show you. You don't know how excited I am to reveal these cards to you guys. Can I have all of them? Okay, Reese, if you come in and pay ridiculous amount of money and pull all the cards, then sure. But you have to physically, you gotta pull them. The only person that gets the whole set for free is me, okay? I'm getting the whole set because I'm printing them all and I'm just keeping them and framing them. But you guys have to do the dirty work of actually pulling them. And it's not like you can just come back the next day and get more. You gotta just hope you get lucky. If anybody were to complete the set, I'd be surprised if somebody were to complete the set. Because I'm expecting people to come in there and just buy a shirt and cards and then leave. I'm not expecting people to buy a bunch of packs, but if you want to, that's completely fine with me. You just gotta pay for it. That's how capitalism works, folks. It's the United States. If you're not from the U.S., well, you're coming to the U.S. with meet and greet. Entrepreneurship, ladies and gentlemen. It's the process of, doing stuff. Just expanding the brand a little bit. It's just what it is. So, I don't know what the exact date is. But yeah, I don't know. But in June, I'm going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Okay, and I'm going to do some videos in Mexico. So that's coming up. I already announced that in the State of the Channel address that I did back in March. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you can check it out, whatever. But that's kind of the plans. I'm going to Mexico in July. Or no, very late June, last week of June. And I think I get back on July 1st. But on July 1st is Mario Plush Bros' 7th anniversary. The channel 7th anniversary. So I'm going to do a special video for that, and it's going to be pretty exciting to all the OG fans out there. I don't know if anybody is still watching me from what I like to call the classical era or the plush era. My channel name is called Mario Plush Bros because I used to make Mario Plush videos back in 2016, 2017. And I'm not going to tell you what the video is just because I don't want to spoil it. But basically, my most viewed plush video is part of a series, the Luigi Pees Himself series. Well, I just told you what the video was. Oh, great. But Luigi Pees Himself is going to, in some way, shape, or form, make a comeback. In some way, shape, or form. There is going to be a throwback video. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying what this entails or anything. But it's happening when I'm in Mexico. So it's going to be filmed in Mexico. It's my first time ever going to Mexico. I've actually only ever been out of the U.S. one time in my life, which was I went to Canada back in 2016. I went to Canada. And I have proof. Okay, I'm going to show you a Canadian dollar bill. Because this is my proof that I've been to Canada, Ontario region. There you go. That is from Canada. Anyway, that's how that is. Okay, at 7 o'clock, I'm going to reveal the cards. So if there's anything, is there anything you guys want else to say? And the late July, I don't really know what's happening. And that big video that I revealed last October was supposed to happen this summer, but it's happening in summer of 2024, and I'm going to do a very good job planning that out, because that is going to be one of the largest videos of the 2020s, like one of the biggest videos of the decade. And I have big ambitions for the next few years, with the channel and you know, just everything in general. But big ambitions for the channel. All the stuff's coming. We're in a good period now, and it's going to keep getting better and better as I'm starting to get a hang of like actually doing stuff. But yeah, 2023 I think has already been a pretty successful year for the channel. There's already been a lot of good videos. Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5 should be coming out here in the next couple weeks. I'm going to say probably the first week of June. It's going to be out before I go to Detroit, but I'm going to Detroit, Mexico, and then we're doing the meet and greet. So, again, I apologize if I can't get the shirts for that first one in Cynthiana, but the first one's going to be in Cynthiana. So if I can't get the shirts by then, whatever. I'll do them at the second meet and greet. And please, anybody out there that would be interested in coming, I would highly appreciate it if you came. If you got nothing going on those days, highly recommend you coming out, and I'll treat you right. Trust me. You can have my autograph. I'll give out free autographs if you want to. If you want my autograph, we used to do that in gaming. All right, 9 more minutes. I'm gonna reveal the set. So we're gonna go in order from number 1 to 30. There are 30 cards in the set. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so sick. There's so much lore at all these cards. I'm so hyped. Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to say? Because there's a lot going on. Hopefully we can hit 2,000 subs here soon. We're on the road to it. Yeah, Kingy Biggie was supposed to go to Detroit with me, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not. See, I guess. No. Marlene, how we doing these days? Comes down to this. Eight minutes to go till I reveal this set here. I'm so excited. I'm like, actually, like I'm so excited to show you guys this. This is like the biggest thing I've done in a long time on this channel. Because we're actually like, because this channel has been around forever, and you know, there's a lot of videos, but this is the first time I'm actually getting like physical products out. I've wanted to do this forever, but this, I thought custom Pokemon cards were the way to go because they're not that hard to make, but they're hard enough to make. And the channel, like I do a bunch of Pokemon card openings, and I just think it's appropriate. Paldea Evolved will be out by the time the first meet and greet happens, so I'm going to do a Paldea Evolved launch video. And I still have a bunch of products. And I know they've released a bunch of new Crown Zenith stuff, so I want to do some more openings on Crown Zenith. I want to do some more openings on Scarlet and Violet. But Paldea Evolved comes out soon, so I don't really know. But I still have the Violet Elite Trainer box. Because remember, I pulled the Gold card, and I said I'm not going to open the Violet box if I pulled the Gold card, so that's why I didn't do. That's why it's still up there. And then the Mimikyu EX box that you guys probably saw in the Steak and Shake restaurant review, still haven't opened that yet. So, yeah, it's insane. We only got 2 people here. Looks like we lost people. 7 o'clock, revealing this set, guys. Whether you're here or not to see it, let's get revealed. So be prepared. Who's ready for this? We're like at the final countdown here. Oh my gosh. Marlene, what's going on? Dude. This is going to be just insane. This is like this. I am so excited just to be able to make these and to get them out to you guys, and you guys can enjoy the fun of battling with Mario Plush Bros characters. And I want to tell you, too, that these cards are mainly from the modern era. I don't have stuff going way back to the old days. Pretty much stuff that's happened in like the last 6 months is a card. Now, spoiler warnings for Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. There are 2 cards in this set that are characters that have not appeared in a video yet. There are 2 characters from an unreleased video. 2 cards. So if you want to not be spoiled on Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5, if you're watching this and it's not out yet, I'll let you know when I'm going to reveal it. So I'll give you a spoiler warning before I do that. Card number, I think, 8 and 9 in the set of 30 are characters that have not officially been revealed. Or have not officially been released that are there. But everyone else, I didn't include any other characters from Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. But there is a few, and I kind of spread them out, and there's a bunch of cards representing a bunch of different videos. But it's mainly like, there's a lot from the Cheeto famine, and there's a lot from like, the furthest back I went was Thanksgiving in 1621. There's no cards from 2020, and then in 2021 there's like the Thanksgiving 1621 cards, and then barely any from 2022. Almost everything is from 2023, except for there's like some from like November, December of 2022, which are like still what I consider the modern era. But most of the stuff, especially the trainers, have been all from the recent past couple months. Pretty much all 2023 stuff was good to go, and then like last 2 months of 2022, and then whatever else I felt like. I think there's only 2 cards from, there's 1 character from Thanksgiving in 1621 that has a card, and then the rest are from Cheeto Famine and newer. Actually, no, there's 1 from the French Monarch song, which came out that same month as the Cheeto Famine. So November of 2022 and newer, basically, what these cards represent. So basically, November 2022 to June 2023. That 7-month period is where these cards are based on. So it's not like the whole history. And then I'm thinking about doing, like, because I don't know how many I need to print. I'm going to print a good amount of them. And if there's a shortage, I'm sorry if that happens. But I'm going to try to do a lot. And before the second meet and greet, I'll do another print run of them. So that's how it is. And some cards can be rare, and others just how it is. So always watch the Coon Dog race. Did you actually go to that, Marlene? Coon Dog race. Emperor of the Sith was there too. Okay, we are 3 minutes away from me revealing this set, and then after it's over, I might end the stream. I don't know. Pretty crazy. I'm excited for this meet and greet. I don't really know what to expect. I'm just going to be sitting there for 14 hours out in the parking lot. So I'll probably have Arby's for lunch. There's an Arby's by or Lee's. Now, I can have Arby's for lunch and Lee's for dinner. That's what's happening. And both days too. There's a Wendy's. There's a Wendy's over there too. That'd be nice. And a Walmart. So I was originally going to do it in the Walmart parking lot, but the Walmart parking lot in Cynthiana is kind of weird. But I made sure it was near Walmart, so that's good. This is actually not my shirt. This is the gaming club Smash League that I have in my school. I'm the president. And there's this guy, Sarlist, I think that's how you say his name. Surlist, I don't know. If you guys, he's a Twitch streamer. I've been on a couple of his streams, Mario Kart. And he didn't pay for his shirt, so I'm keeping it for now until he pays for it. If he never pays for it, then Chris, I have your shirt. So just know that. And I'm showcasing it here. But that's besides the point. That's just kind of what this shirt is. It was just sitting in my car because school year ended, and it's just what it is. So this is This is not... I'm not stealing it. I'm just, you know, I'm occupying it for now. That's what it is. Anyway, whatever. It's 6:59. 1 more minute to go until I'm going to reveal these cards, and I'm going to move my screen to the corner so you can see these cards. It's going to be good. I'm very excited for this. I like how it says live now. If you go to the channel, it says it's live. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, folks. Comment, like, and subscribe. You know the drill. Comment, like, and subscribe. I just X'd it out. All right, 6:59. 7 o'clock. All right, we're going to reveal these cards. Okay, guys. Who's ready? All right, it's time. Okay, I'm going to move the screen over here, and I have files. I have PDF files. There's the setup. Now, let's see if this is bad, if this isn't too bad. So you can see just a bunch of endless things here. Okay. That's probably too small. Yeah, I have another camera going on back there. All right. So let me go to my files. Now this is going to be crazy. So I have them in order here. There are 30 cards in the set. These are all the cards. These are all PDFs of the cards. So I'm going to individually reveal them from number 1 to 30. Okay? So we're going to start with number 1. And these are literally... Where's number 1 at? Can't find number 1. Oh, I might scroll down. There it is. Okay, yeah, it's 30. Here's number 1. So I'm gonna reveal it, and don't look at the bottom. Okay, here we go. All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this is the first card of the set, Mario Plush Bros. This is me. All right, this is what we're dealing with here, guys. Number 1 to 30 down here. So yeah, this is what we're actually dealing with. These are actually custom made, stuff like that. Oh, let me move my screen. Crap. All right, hold up. I need to go back because it's too big. All right, let me do this. Make it somewhat like that. Okay, this should be better size. One more big. All right. Waluigi. Don't forget, guys, that Waluigi goes wah. All right, and we're going in. Starting now. I had it open up. All right, don't look at the bottom because you'll see other cards. All right, Mario Plush Bros. This is the first card, guys. So these are made to where you can actually play as them. So this is the stuff that we're going to be pulling from packs at the meet and greet. So if you want to get these cards, again, come to the meet and greet. You can pick them up. I'm already exhausted. All right. So this is me. You know, Mario Plush Bros. The basic card in the set. That's, like I said, there are 15 basics, number 1 to 15 in the set. So there's 30 cards in the set. And it's still blocking the screen. What I need to do is make it smaller. Dang it, I keep screwing it up. All right, we're going to make this very small. That's got to be better. That's got to be better. No, I can't. But that's got to be better. Right there. That has got to be better. If that's not better, then I don't know, guys. I just need to get these. I got to get this rolling. Okay. Please be better. As long as you can see, if a little bit of the corner's off, it's fine. So this is obviously the channel logo as the card. So it's got all the stats, you know, the weight and height and everything like that. It's still bad. All right, one more strength because I need to just shrink this really, really well. Okay. Let me get rid of this other video capture device. No, display. No. This one needs to like just get really small, and then this one I can get like that. One more raise. So do too small there. All right, I'm so picky right now. All right, I'm not. I keep changing it. Okay, now we're good. I think this should be big enough. Okay, now I'm gonna actually start revealing the cards. Holy crap, guys! So Mario Plush Bros. This is me. Obviously, I'm a psychic type because purple, is the greatest color. The color Waluigi. So 69 HP, boys. I got 69 HP. Mario Plush Bros goes 69 HP. This move does no damage. It is strictly a advertisement move. Basically, is what it is. So my ability is this is just a common card. So you get 3 of these in a pack. So you got a whatever percent chance, like a 5%. You got like a 1 in 5 chance of pulling this. 1 in every 5 packs. So you have a 20% chance of pulling this card. Because you get 3 slots and 6 cards. So it's going to be an energy at the front. Just random energy. It's going to be an actual Pokemon energy. It's not going to be a custom energy. So my ability is Waluigi Wah Power. So this ability makes it so that it's still blocking the screen. Alright, guys. Alright, this should be good because I keep making it bigger because I don't know what I'm trying to do. But now I know. So this is good. This is fantastic. Alright. I'm going to shut up and we're going to actually get into this. So the Waluigi Wah Power is my ability. And this ability makes it so that it gives Mario Plush Bros Waluigi Purple Aura. Alright, it gives me a purple aura around me. And the entire battle, so this entire battle I got this aura, because Waluigi Wah. It boosts my attack power by 20% on every bench Pokemon. So basically every Pokemon on my team, on your team, will be boosted. As long as I'm alive, the power will be boosted by 20% attack power. So the 70% move, whatever 20% of 70 is, plus that will be the amount of damage. So if you have a move that does 100%, 20% of 100 is 20, so it's going to do 120 damage. But the problem is, you want to have me out, and the retreat cost is only 1. So have me out first so you can get the aura in, because I only got 69 HP, so the odds of me getting 1 shot are pretty high. So just know that, and that you'll be okay. The first attack is Wah! Does 300 damage. Alright. This was one of the first cards I made, so just know that, they get better. That is OP. It costs a Psychic Energy and 2 colorless, or 3 Psychic, whatever you can talk about. This paralyzes the opposing Pokemon if they live. And the only Pokemon that's going to be living this move are the VMAXs and V cards. So, also, this is not, for the VMAXs, you don't really need to have the basic version because some of them don't exist, so you can just play the VMAXs. Unless it's one of them, and I'll tell you that when you get to it. I'm kind of just telling you how to play my game, because it's a little bit different than the regular Pokemon TCG. So Pokemon gets paralyzed. So basically, you flip a coin or something, and they can't move potentially. Comment, like, and subscribe. It's a free move. You can do it whenever. Just do it. Right now. Comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And then we got smash the like button. So I'm gonna smash the like button, and it's gonna do 70 damage. It does. There's no extra effects. Literally smashing the like button so hard it does 70 damage and only costs 1 colorless energy to use. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. Pretty good deal of damage. But I only got 69 HP. That's the downfall. My HP's low. I got no weaknesses though. That's one. I got no weaknesses, but it doesn't matter because I'm pretty much gonna get 1 shot because there's not many moves in this deck that deal less than 69%. So most likely I'm getting 1 shot by everything. But that 69 might come in handy. And I have ways of healing. I resist dragon though. So that's something to know. Minus 30. So if a dragon type hits me with an 100 damage attack, It's only going to do 70, but I'm still going to get one shot because I got 69 HP. The retreat costs only 1 energy. So Mario Plush Bros is the original staple of the channel. We got the Dex entry down here, which is very cool. 1 out of 30. Here's the set logo. So I'm going to just kind of zoom in here. This is the set logo, and I have this for some reason. This is the set logo. So all these cards are going to have this logo, which is the channel logo. The illustration is Mario Plush Bros, so it's officially been, approved. And there's the stats. This is the Pokédex entry, but they're not Pokemons. They're just known as characters. So you have the ability and then attacks. Some characters have abilities, some don't. Some have more attacks than others, and the attacks vary. So HP and everything. So that is the card number 1. That is Mario Plush Bros. So now we're moving on to card number 2, which is going to be Dad. Alright? Dad's got a card. He's actually weaker than me, surprisingly. He's also a common, so this is also going to be in the basic slot. Dad is a basic card. This picture was taken from the Mac and Cheese Cheeto video. The Cheeto Mac and Cheese video. And Dad is right in front of there with Mac and Cheese Cheetos. So this is what this is here. And I might post images on the Instagram of the cards, so if you guys want to see them later on. But Dad is 6'9". Whoa. He's only got 50 HP, guys. So watch out. There is an ultra rare version of Dad. So keep that in mind. Some of these basic cards have ultra rare versions. The ultra rare Dad is much more powerful than the regular Dad. The basic Dad is one of the weakest cards in the set. He's only got 50 HP, but he's got his code red over here. But drinking the code red ain't gonna do anything because Dad has no ability on his own. I think the ultra rare version's got an ability, but he doesn't have an ability. So he weighs 120 pounds and he's 6'9". He's got 50 HP. Dad is a fire type, so keep that in mind because the Flamin' Hot Cheetos and the Code Red, giving him that fire typing. The typings, I didn't make them consistent or anything. I just did what made sense for the character. So there's only like 2 fighting types, and there's 1 water type. I think there's 1 water type in the set, and that is a very overpowered card because there's a lot of cards in the set that are weak to water. So Dad is very frail, so he is 2 times weak to fighting. And I think there's only 2 fighting types in the set. And the retreat cost is 1. Most of the basic cards, the retreat cost is only 1. He doesn't resist anything, but he's weak to fighting times 2. This is card number 2. Dad is an original character, always getting his son into trouble, and is a Cheeto addict. That is the truth. So make a Cheeto sandwich is his first tag. He's got 2 moves. Make a Cheeto sandwich is the first one. This doesn't do any extra effects. It does 50 damage, and it costs a fire energy and 2 colorless to use that move. That seems like a pretty pricey attack, but it's Dad, so, is what it is. And then the other attack is Flamin' Flying Cheetos. So he's going to throw Flamin' Cheetos at you. And this does 70, but it also burns the opponent. So that's what Dad's got going for him. Main use of him is going to be the two fire energy cost, and he will burn the opponent if hit. So that'll burn the opponent, and it does 70 in the initial strike, but the opponent's taking damage after that anyway, so it's actually going to do more than 70. The main problem, though, is he's very likely going to get 1 shot, so make sure he's going first, and that's what it is. He doesn't have the lowest HP. I think he's got one of the lowest HPs in the set. He's actually got lower than Mario Plush Bros. Mario Plush Bros has 69 HP. But I know 1 card that has less than him. But some of these cards are just designed to be setups. But again, his attack power can be boosted if you have the aura from the Mario Plush Bros card. So that's always cool to have. So that is number 2. That is Dad. I'm going to X these out just so I can get to the next ones here. All right, now for number 3. Shrimp. This card is kind of crazy. So this, you think, would be a trainer, but it's not. This is a Pokemon. We have the Cheeto Sandwich. I wanted to X this out. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on, guys. Let me fix this because I got like 2 things open right now. All right. Well, hold up. I'm trying to move this around. It's okay. That's going to be in the background. But that's okay. All right, Cheeto Sandwich. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is number 3 in the set. Colorless type, normal type. Energy card is his typing because I don't really know what else to give it. Attack-wise, basically the Cheeto Sandwich is just a wall. Now, the Cheeto Sandwich, as you guys don't know, this is an iconic dinner recipe created by Dad that he eats on a regular basis, especially for his favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. So pretty much any video with Dad in it, the live-action films include the Cheeto Sandwich. It's kind of like a meme meal on the channel if you've seen any live-action videos. But Dad's been making it since Why Parents Suck, because it's been like a 3-year recipe, and it's going to keep going on for longer. So the Cheeto Sandwich here. Has 711 HP, which is a crap ton of HP. That is a lot. It's basically just a wall. It's got 2 very weak attacks, so you're going to have to do a lot of setting up if you want to do any damage, or if you want to deal any damage with this thing. But this is mainly just a wall, a bulky wall Pokemon or character. It's really not meant to be anything for offense. 2 inches and 0.1 is what it weighs. 0.1 pounds. It's got 2 attacks. Bread and Cheetos. They only cost 1 colorless energy to use, though. So, bread does 20 and Cheetos does 30. Cheetos does a little bit more than bread. Oh, God. This is so stupid. If you're wondering where that picture came from, it came from me and a couple hours ago. I took a picture. There's a cooking thing. It's not a spatula. It was something else. It's weak to fire ×2 because Dad eats them. So mainly if Dad's going up against it, Dad can take it out. So you want to send in a fire type if you want to take this thing out just because of its huge HP. It's got higher HP than any other card in the set. So that is the Cheeto Sandwich card. Exit out. Like that. Now for number 4. Number 4 is going to be... Bella Kitty. All right, guys. So those of you guys that don't know my cat, Bella Kitty, she's got a card as well, a basic card. And there is ultra rares, so just know that. The ultra rares are later on in the set, but this is Bella Kitty. She is pretty powerful compared to the last few. All 3 of my cats have cards. Number 4, 5, and 6 are all my cats. So Bella is the OG cat on Mario Plush Bros. Been with us since the start. Bella has been on the channel since the very beginning, and she's kind of the OG. Callie and Oliver we got later on, but Bella's been here the whole time. She actually has a YouTube channel, Bella Kitty, and that's her profile picture on there. So pretty cool. That's where that image comes from. She has a 120 HP. She's a fairy type Pokemon. And she hates me in real life. Let's just say she had a rough childhood. So she's got 120 HP, so she can actually take some moves, which is nice. Adorable but vicious is her ability. She's 3 foot tall, weighs 15 pounds. Bella Kitty is a vicious predator. Starting on the 2nd turn, she gets a free bite attack, 10 plus each turn. So every time, because she's vicious, she always goes in for more. So every time she attacks, she's going to get a 10 plus. She's going to deal 10 more damage with the bite attack. And the bite attack is just colorless. It's not a fairy type move. It's just an extra 10 damage. So if you're using this move, Mean Growl here, it's going to deal 90. If it start on the 2nd turn. The first turn if she attacks, she won't do it. But it's starting on the second time she attacks if she lives. So Mean Growl is this move here. And it does, Bella weakens the opposing player's attack stat by 30%. So, you know, Pokemon cards, if anybody knows anything about Pokemon cards, you gotta do math during the game. But Growl is actually a move in the actual game of Pokemon, and hers is Mean Growl. So it weakens the player's attack stat by 30%. So if you use Mean Growl, it's going to deal 80, but it's going to lower the opponent's stat by 30%. Plus, if it's in the second turn, you're going to do more damage. So Bella's actually pretty solid. She's pretty good for offense and defense. Kind of good to have in a deck in there. And I guess you could probably combine these with Pokemon cards and probably still play them. But that's very nice. It costs 2 colorless to use that attack. It's not a fairy move. Licking Sink's Spray is her other attack. Now, you'll see the ultra rare version. There's a Bella Kitty ultra rare card in the set. The only cat that got an ultra rare. The Licking Sinks comes from her, you know, always drinking out of the sink. And Marlene probably knows. She always likes drinking out of the sink. So she licks the sink, but it's a spray version. So, this is a fairy type move. It has 2 fairy energies and a colorless. Now, this set is going to have fairy types, because I know... Oh, these cards, by the way, the designs are based on the Sword and Shield cards, so there's no, like, Scarlet and Violet EXs. All the Ultra Rares are Vs and VMAXs. They're kind of from the Sword and Shield era. If I do another set, maybe I'll change it to Scarlet and Violet, or I can go retro with X and Y or Sun and Moon or something like that. But these are all Sword and Shield, just because I thought that was the most basic one to do. So, like, the backdrop design is Sword and Shield. But Sword and Shield didn't have any fairy types, so that's kind of weird. So no fairy energies, but there will be fairy energies in this set. And the energy you get in the pack will obviously be random. But Licking Sink Spray just flat out does 140 damage. So I recommend you probably bring her out early on and use Mean Growl first, weaken the opponent, and then go in for the finisher, especially if it's a high HP Pokemon. Because there's a good amount of Pokemon in this set that won't be one-shot by 140. 140 will not one-shot them. So she will have to probably weaken them first. But the ability is very nice that she has. And then she's weak to water times 10. So if a water, because she hates water. Bella hates water. Most cats do. She's more weak to water than any other Pokemon. Basically, if she's getting hit with a water move, she's dead. But there's only one water type in my set, so she doesn't really need to worry about that. The water type that we have, which I'll get to here in a second, is probably the most overpowered basic. And it's not even because he's a good card. It's because of the advantage that he has over so many Pokemon. Because there's so many characters in the set that are weak to water. It's insane. There's only one water type. So she's 10 times weak to water. Basically, if she's getting hit by a water move, she's dead. She resists grass, though. Minus 30 resistance on grass. Her retreat cost is 1 colorless. And I'm just going to let you guys know that all of my cats are very good cards. So she's number 4 in the set. So that's Bella Kitty. Moving on to number 5 is going to be Callie. Alright, Callie is up. Callie is a grass type, so Bella resists her. Oh, let me make this big. So keep in mind, the photo is kind of off-centered. I may or may not fix that before the print happens. If it doesn't and it's like that, I don't think it's that big a deal. She's also a basic. This is card number 5. She is... I didn't mean what I'm doing here. She is a very strong Pokemon. She's pretty much a tank. Bella's more offensive. Callie's more defensive. But Callie's very good just to use. I think she's a staple. If you're going to create a deck around my cards, Callie's a staple to have in here. She's bulky. She's got 200 HP, which is a lot. She's a grass type, so that's kind of interesting. Because she eats grass all the time, so she's a grass type. This is my other cat. She appears in a couple videos. The cats aren't really specific video references. They're more just my cats, and they just appear all over the place and sometimes in videos. So, and I didn't just stick to the live action stuff. There's other stuff too. So, claw attack. does 90 plus. It costs 3 colorless, and flip a coin. You got to flip a coin to use this move, and if this attack will hit twice, so she'll scratch you twice if it hits heads. So she'll deal 180 damage with that move if it hits twice. That's really her only attacking move. She's 4 times weak to water, so a little bit less than Bella, but 4 times is pretty bad. Luckily, she's got a lot of HP, so that's going to be good for her. Lay in the window is going to be the annoying move, because this costs 2 grass energies, and it's kind of like the move Synthesis. She'll get up and lay in the window like she always does, and she will heal 100 damage taken. So if you use that move without attacking, she has 300 HP off the bat there. She's going to be hard to take down. You're going to need some strength in order to take Callie. Just letting you know that right now. Callie is a lazy beast. With a high HP and sharp claws, you're in for a fight, that's for sure. Her retreat cost is 1. Most of the basics retreat cost is a 1. I didn't really think too much about the retreat cost, but hers should be pretty high. Yeah, but the fact that she can heal like that is insane. She can heal 50% of her initial HP. If you start spamming that, your opponent is in for a ride. Now for number 6. Number 6 is going to be Oliver! Oxenfree Oliver! Now, Oliver Oxenfree is just... Oxenfree is not really anything. That's just kind of what we call him. But, pretty crazy there. He's got 130, so he has more than Bella. He's tankier than Bella. I think Bella's probably the worst of the 3, but she's still pretty good. Oliver, I think all the cats have a good thing going for them. Oliver has the small mammal extinction ability, which this is not really going to be useful in my set unless you're fighting Pokemon. Is if you want to mix them with Pokemon, maybe he'd be more useful, but he's not too useful. But the ability, what it does is, he's got 130 HP. What it does is, any small mammal-like creature or a bird will instantaneously faint upon battle. So if it even enters, like if you have a bird Pokemon like a Pidgey, or a P-Dove or something like that, and it enters battle against Oliver, it's an instant kill. He doesn't even have to do anything, because he'll just come up and kill it. That's just what he does to animals. Oliver is a freaking beast. That's just how it is. So let's get into his attacks here. So he's got 2 moves. Laser Eye Stream does 100 damage, and it costs an electric energy and a colorless to use there. And then there's also Food Swipe Party, which does 40 minus. So this move is going to drain the opponent's HP, and it gives it to Oliver plus 10 for the number of energies attached. So this move, Laser Eye, comes from, he always has laser eyes when we take pictures of him. He just, his eyes get lasery, and just look at that. That's why he's an electric type. Kind of like Pikachu, I guess. And then Food Swipe Party, because when we first got him, he always used to come up on the table and steal everybody's food. So he's benefiting from that. So basically, he's stealing your opponent's HP. So not only does it do 40, but it drains it. So he's going to get that HP onto himself. So it kind of steals it. Drains the opponent's HP and gives it to Oliver. Plus 10 for the number of energies attached. So if your opponent has 3 energies attached, it's going to drain 70 health from them. And give it to Oliver. That's insane. That is OP as heck. But it costs 3 colorless to use that attack. He's 4 times weak to water as well, just like Callie. So if you taking in a water type, the water types are the way to go to take down these cats. If you don't have a water type on your team and you're going against these cats, you're kind of screwed. Because if your opponent's got a deck of the 3 cats, you're pretty much screwed. But if you have a water type, you can kill them in a couple hits. Because even when Oliver is going to drain your HP, you'll probably still kill him. Bella's going to get 1 shot. Oliver most likely will get 1 shot. Because he's pretty frail. He doesn't have that high of an HP stat. Callie does, so Callie might take a couple hits. She's also 4 times weak. Oliver and Callie are 4 times weak to water. Bella's 10 times weak to water. So that's kind of insane. So that's a good move. And he resists grass by 30. Minus 30 on grass type Pokemon. So that's Oliver. Next up is number 7. Which is going to be the man himself, Edward. Alright, so now we're getting to more like characters now. So they're kind of the backstories from these guys. We'll read his Pokedex entry first. So this is 1621 Edward specifically. So Edward's been in 2 videos. He's the main villain in the Thanksgiving the Thanksgiving arc. He's in the 1621 and the Cheeto Famine. He disguises as Rack the Dripper in Cheeto Famine, fakes his death. But this is him from 1621, which was his first debut. This video came out in 2021, so it's kind of an older video. He's got 190 HP. Edward is the main villain in Thanksgiving in 1621 and the Cheeto Famine. Owns his own time machine and has the power of disguising himself as the mysterious Rack the Dripper. So he is kind of the man. Let me get on the stream. I haven't got on the stream in a while. Let me see if anyone has chatted. We got no new chats. It always gets like this anymore. But, yeah, so he can describe himself as Rack the Dripper. Not this basic card. Edward's got 2 cards. He's got an ultra rare version, too. So this is the part from the Thanksgiving in 1621, before they go back in time, when Dad and me are out there fighting him, and he whips out his sword on us. So Sword Slash is his move. He's a dragon type, but his moves cost weird energies to use. He's still a good basic. He's one of the better basics, like quantity of damage-wise, but he's just not that practical in use because you're going to be using a lot of energies that you really don't need to use. I don't recommend having Edward on your team unless you just really want to just one-shot. He's really good to go against Callie if you don't have a water type, because Callie can heal herself, but this damage, the 300 damage attack is pretty pricey. He's a hard hitter. It's just very cost-worthy what he has. And 190 HP is not too bad either. So, especially because there's ways of healing your team, too, besides just the Pokemon itself. So, Sword Slash does 80 damage, and it costs a Steel energy with a colorless. So, Steel because he's using the Metal Blade. It's not a Dragon move, it's a Steel move. So, it's going to be the Metal Blade there. He's weak to water. He's weak to fire 3 times because he's kind of... the metal is going to melt his sword, and once he doesn't have his sword, and the time machine is going to get burnt, so which risks 2 attacks. So fire is going to do 3 times damage to him. So fire types we got Dad. Dad's our main fire type. Dad can take out Edward, although, as you know, in Thanksgiving in 1621, Dad was able to fight off Edward and get to the time machine. Time machine is his 300 damage attack. This is almost completely going to be a one-shot, and the effects kind of don't really make any sense. This is going to cost 3 colorless, of psychic energy, and a dragon energy. So this is going to be kind of crazy. Dragon energies are hard to get your hands on. So that's why dragon types are just, they're hard hitters, but man, they're pricey. If you have any dragon energies, you got to use it. But psychic is going to be another cost. You got to do a lot of attaching to this guy if you want to use any moves. So you're just going to spend a move setting up. That's what you're going to do. Time Machine is 300 damage. This attack sends the opposing Pokemon flying back to 1621, causing epic damage. Now, it doesn't have any side effects. It just does 300 damage, which makes it an insane attack, and that's where Edward hits freaking hard. So if there's any way you can get all that attached up, maybe if you're playing against Cheeto Sandwich or something, your opponent's stupid and has Cheeto Sandwich out, you can do a lot of setting up. Take advantage of them. He resists electric by 30, so Oliver is not going to do much to him, attack-wise. Although Oliver does have the draining HP, but if you can get a time machine in there, Oliver's going to get one shot. This is going to one-shot almost all the basic Pokemon. The only Pokemon that's not going to get one-shot by a 300 move are the Ultra Rares. So keep that in mind. So Edward's a pretty hard-hitting Pokemon, but he has a lot of flaws to him, which kind of balances him out. Because if this wasn't a costly move, it'd be OP. But I didn't want to make Edward too OP, as much as his Ultra Rare form is. So that's Edward. Next up is card number 8. Okay, this is a spoiler warning. I don't know if anybody's watching this, but this is a spoiler warning to Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5, because it's coming out soon. It'll be out by the time the meet and greet happens, but this is a spoiler warning to anybody watching that does not want to be spoiled of Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. Skip ahead to card number 10. I'll have timestamps in the description. So skip ahead to card number 10 if you don't want to see these next two. Cheeto Famine, or not Cheeto Famine, Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5 spoilers. So this character is from Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. He's a villain in that video. So here we go. This is, or if you're watching this after it comes out, this is Union Robert. Now, for those of you guys watching this video after Life of Waluigi Fan comes out, I'm not going to spoil too much about it because even if you don't want spoilers and you're still watching this, I'm not going to tell you the entire thing that happens. Basically, Robert is sent by Sakurai to go take out me and Lydia and the Emperor. And he chases me into the woods and tries to kill me. I'm not going to tell you what happens to him because something bad happens to him, which is kind of how you get the weakness. I'm not going to spoil it all. He's a steel type. He's got 210 HP. This guy's rough to take out. He's rough to take out. And this is another reason why water's so OP. He's 8 times weak to water because the way he dies has something to do with that. With that water type. His first move is gun. Alright, he's got a gun. He's based on a Civil War Union soldier. He's actually based on my great-great-great-great-grandfather, who is Robert Goodwin was his name, and he served at Gettysburg. He was a Union soldier in the 75th Ohio, 78th Ohio, 79th Ohio, I don't remember what it was. But he's got gun. So gun does, it costs 1 steel and 2 colorless to use. It does 100 damage flat, so he's literally shooting you with his air rifle right there. Robert shoots you with the automotive air rifle, doing 100 damage. So it's just like a big thing. Robert is the Civil War soldier hired by Sakurai to take out Trent, Melee, and Emperor in Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. And he's got relations, which you'll see. His other move is Bayonet Charge. Bayonet Charge is a pretty good move that he has. He is able to, if this attack kills, now this is only like very situational, it does 70 damage, so you're going to want to use it. It's kind of like in the Civil War at Gettysburg. Bayonet Charge is a situational and last resort kind of option if you're in the combat. So this move, if it kills, keeps multiplying by 2 for the next opponent. So if it kills the next opponent, if it kills the opponent, it does 70. If it kills them, it's going to do 140 to the next person. If that kills them, which would probably be a one-shot, if that one-shots them, it's going to multiply again. So it's going to do 210 damage, and that's going to be a one-shot. It's going to keep increasing. So the Bayonet Charge keeps going. And there's no point that it stops. So you need to not be an idiot because he could take out your entire team. And that's why you gotta have reliables like Cheeto Sandwich to be able to take that at the end. Because man, Bayonet Charge is a powerful move. He could sweep the rest of your team with that. That could be the end of you. So think about it before you use it. There's some vicious OP cards. He's got no resistances though. And his treat cost is 1 colorless energy. He's 8 times weak to water though. That's the flaw. So you want to get that water type in there to take him out. 8 times weak. He's pretty much going to get 1 shot if you got a water type on the field. Water type's going to be his downfall. See, all these guys are powerful. They just have ways of getting killed easily. There's ways that they have. There's a way to take them out. I wanted you to have ways of taking them out. So now number 9 is also from the Cheeto family. This is the only water type in the set. This is a guy that you really want to have on your team because you'll be able to take out the Cat and Robert and all the ones weak to water because there's a lot of them. This is Bruno the Fisherman. He appears in Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. He's got 170 HP, not too bad. The Fisherman appears at the river and defeats Union Robert, saves the day. So he's the guy who kills Union Robert in Life of Waluigi Fan Part 5. Down there. That's why he's a water type, and he's a fisherman, so he's by the river. Fishing Rod Reek is his first attack, doing 80 damage to the opponent. Pretty dang crazy. It costs 1 water energy and a colorless. So that's a basic attack doing 80, but it's a water type attack, so that's just a really easy kill for the cats and stuff. Because 80 times 8, That's going to do 640 damage to Robert. That's going to one-shot Robert. And to Bella, it's going to do 800 damage to Bella. And then to Callie, it's going to do 8 times 4. It's going to do 240. So if Callie hasn't already previously healed, she's going to get one shot. This guy is a beast. This guy is your priority. The Fisherman is your priority card. And you need to have him on your team if you want to be able to defeat those cats. Or just to look at him. Bruno the Fisherman. So Fishing Rod Reef does 80 damage. It's just a basic attack. And he's got stronger moves if you're not playing against those water weakness types. He is weak himself to electric, though. So the only electric type we got is Oliver. He's 2 times weak to Oliver. So if you can bring Oliver out, Oliver will outspeed the Fisherman. So Oliver will get first attack. And he might be able to do some damage to him. That's his weakness. He resists steel by 30. So keep that in mind. So Robert is going to be pretty ineffective against him. This is how you're going to take out Robert. All right? If Robert's out against Fisherman, Fisherman is going to kick his butt. Because not only is Robert 8 times weak to him, but if Robert hits him with the move, he's going to resist it by 30. So, I don't think Robert would be able to kill him. Unless you're going with a bayonet charge is coming out. But even then, he'd still probably die. Now, he'd still get killed from a ×2 bayonet charge. But if it's the second bayonet charge, it's only going to do 110 to him. And then he's got some normal moves too. So 3 colorless Chicken McNuggets attack, and you'll see what that is in the video. He's got chicken nuggets when he's down there. It does 10 times. So you can roll a 10-sided die, or you can just pull it up on your phone. The numeration indicates the amount of chicken nuggets thrown individually. It deals 10 damage. This is not a water type attack. This is a normal attack. So this would not have the multiplication effect. So if you roll a 1, he's going to throw out 1 nugget, and it's going to do 10 damage. If you roll a 10, it's going to do 100 damage. So you'll throw a 10 and do 100. Pretty cool just for if something resists him or whatever. Just kind of a nice move to have there. Kind of funny. And then throw into the river is kind of the official move. Now this one's a little different because you need a fighting energy. You need a water and a fighting energy with a colorless to use this one. It does 220 damage. And it's also a water type attack. So that is vicious. That's kind of last resort type move there. He's weak to electric by 2, and he resists steel. So this guy is essential. If you pull him and you want to play, that's a good one to have. Now for card number 10, numero 10, is Lydia. Oh, crap. Shrimp, come on. I'm trying to hit this here. This card is a joke. This is probably one of the biggest jokes in the set because Lydia is a freaking weakling. So this is Lydia. All right, she's got a whopping... What am I trying to do? She's got 2 HP. That's it. She's a fairy type. She's got 2 HP. Fairy type with no fairy moves. I just wanted the card to be pink. That was what it came down to. Very crazy, very crazy. But that's just how it is. Boom, 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 boom. All right, gents. She's got 2 HP, so she's going to get one shot by everything. She's got 1 move, which is priority, quick attack. She's got quick attack. Pokemon fans out there, quick attack is an actual Pokemon move. She's basic, man. She's basic. 90 damage is all it does. Lydia will use her muscular legs to damage you. This move always goes first. So it's kind of like if you want to just get some chip damage down on them. If they're weak to fighting. I think Dad's weak to fighting, so maybe that would do 180 to Dad. You can kill Dad with that move. You can kill some of the weaker ones with that move. So Lydia could be pretty valuable. Look at her. Oh my leg, look at that. Now, Lydia, by the way, Lydia is the sister who makes rare appearances every so often on Mario Plush Bros. As an OG character. Yeah, she's been with us since the beginning, and she's kind of disappear. This picture is taken from the, what was it called? The Absolute Nonsensical Unboxing video, where I unboxed the Brilliant Stars 10, and then there's a Whimsicott V full art right there, and then the Daddy Pig drink with cherry donuts or something weird. That was a weird freaking video, but that's kind of what that's from. Lydia actually has very muscular legs, so that's why it's going to take a fighting energy to use the quick attack, and it's a kick move. She's weak to water as well. That's kind of the default when I was making these, but it doesn't really matter what she's weak to. She's going to get one shot by everything anyway. So that's kind of crazy. And you think these are crazy attacks that these guys got. Wait till you see the ultra rares. Retreat cost is 1. You're basically, you don't want to really retreat if you're playing Lydia. I don't know why you'd play Lydia, but if you are, she's going to get murdered. That's number 10 in the set. Now for number 11. We have 5 more basic cards to go. Number 11 here. This is the man himself, Kingy Biggie, all right? So Kingy Biggie is, some of you guys might know him. He's a fellow YouTuber here on the platform, and he is my son, allegedly. And Kingy Biggie is a fellow content creator who appears in Mario Plus Bros collaborations, usually in the restaurant review series. So you guys probably know him from the restaurant review series. He is a fighting type. He's one of the 2 fighting types in the set. So he's pretty unique in that fashion, because he's a strong guy. My son is very strong. Kingy Biggie, he's got a 200 HP. Go subscribe to his channel, guys, if you haven't already. But he posts once every 4 months. So if you guys like that consistency, go check him out. Anyway, he's got 200 HP, and he's a fighting type. His ability, he's got an ability. Sun Steam is his ability. After knocking out an opponent, all attack stats are doubled. So he's got a Steam ability. So all of his attacks will be doubled after killing an opponent. So you don't want him to kill you, because if he kills you, this move's going to do 260. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. All right. And then the CC's Drip. Oh, this does is fighting and 2 thing. So the Trombone Train War. He's a trombone player, amazing trombone player. One of the best people in the band. Me and him are god-like players. But he plays trombone. The Trombone Train War is his name. That's where he gets it from. Look at this man. He's beautiful. That's me over here in the purple, by the way. That was at the band banquet. Anyway, Sun charges at you with dual trombones with fists attached to the end. These are just kind of describing how it does. Not really a side effect, but he's a fighting type, so he's got fists attached to the end of his trombones. He's got 2 trombones. That's what it is. This does 130 damage, and it costs the fighting and 2 colorless. And then his other attack is the CC's Drip Punch. This guy's always got the CC's Drip. So this is the CC's Drip Punch attack. Does 80 plus. So flip a coin. If it lands on heads, his attack hits twice, dealing 40 more. So it'll hit you once, and it might hit you twice if it hits heads. So it'll deal 40 more damage, which will give it to 120 that it'll do. But 80 if it only hits once. Just 1 fighting energy for the CC's Drip Punch. He's weak to Psychic times 2, which is me. I'm a Psychic type, so Son, watch out for me. And then his resistance is normal, colorless. Normal by minus 30. He's got 200 HP. His retreat cost is 3, though. He's got a high retreat cost. So be strategic when playing Kingy Biggie on the field. So there he is. Next up is number 12, which is going to be Eating a Blanket. Shrimp. Eating a Blanket. This is a weird one because it's not very bulky, but it's pretty annoying to have, and it's kind of just a gimmick. It's kind of just more of a gimmick card. There's a lot, if you noticed in this set, there's a lot of just gimmick cards in here. So that's just kind of how it is. So The With Seasoning Boost is his ability. He's only got 79 HP. This is the card from the video Eating a Blanket. There's a series, Eating a Blanket, there's Eating a Blanket with Seasoning. 2 videos. So 79 HP. His ability is the With Seasoning Boost. So upon the use of 2 turns, this character will get a spicy upgrade, turning into a fire type and boosting HP by 3 times. So his HP will get boosted upon the use of 2 turns. So if you can survive 2 turns with this, and there's a stall move, if you can survive 2 turns, he'll turn into a fire type, and his HP will get a boost by 3 times. So 79 times 3. 237. So we'll get 237 HP. Lydia's calling me. What are you doing? Lydia, what are you doing?
Can you take me to McDonald's?
Can I take you to McDonald's? I'm doing a live stream right now. You have a card, Lydia. You have a card. It's the you have 2 HP.
McDonald's.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe, guys. Go get me McDonald's, please.
Well, I might be able to. Maybe I can take you after this video's over. You should come down here and help me. What do you think about these cards?
Show me the live stream.
That's Eating a Blanket. This is the new card. All right, Lydia, I'll see you. She's the one that has 2 HP. Guys, that was Lydia, so she just called me. She's the one that has 2 HP. 2 HP. I'm done. Just doing some snaps here, boys. All right, Eating a Blanket is 79 HP. So as you can see, it's the With Seasoning Boost is a pretty overpowered ability. Very good. Oh, I'm out of drink, so that's just laying there. So the With Seasoning Boost does a lot of damage. The Blanket Shield is what he got, and this is what you're going to use to stall these 2 turns out. It's a free move, and it blocks all opponents' attacks, no matter what the attack is. No exceptions at all. It will block whatever attack is hit at it. And it cannot be used twice in a row. So you can't just use that twice and get the ability. You got to actually take a hit to get the ability. But it'll be OP if you can get the ability. Spicy Pepper Gulp is his only offensive attack. It does 100 damage, and this move burns the opposing Pokemon for 1 turn. So it burns them for 1 turn. That's it. He resists fire by 30, and he's got no weakness. Eating a Blanket is a dual-part entity. Some of Mario Plush Bros' greatest short films with spicy seasoning. Very good. So that is Eating a Blanket. Pretty solid card, if I do say so myself. Now for card number 13. This is Meanie X. This is another fellow content creator. He doesn't post too much, though. Marlene, you still here? Just wondering. Because you haven't chatted in a while. I don't know if any... Is there anybody watching right now? Because I haven't seen any chats for a while. I'll take a little break here for a minute. We've almost been an hour in. We're about halfway through the set. An hour in. So, Meanie X is here. He's got 100 HP. He's a dragon type. Meanie X is my cousin, by the way. The son of Island Card Collector. So, his ability is ICC Defense. This picture was taken... I didn't put Dex entry for him. But this picture was taken during the Christmas pack battle that we did last December 26th, the day after Christmas, 2022. We did a pack battle. I opened an Elite Trainer box of battle styles, and he did a Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box. Marley, what do you think about these cards? So ICC Defense, Island Card Collector Defense is what it is, but it's ICC. Upon command, so the person using this card has to say that they want to use this. It's an ability. It's not an attack, it's an ability. So it's different. It will summon Island Card Collector. Island Card Collector will come out of the wall or whatever. Actually, Island Card Collector's got a new channel, Island Living, so go check it out. But he will come out of the nowhere, Island Card Collector, and he will come in and take out every single energy card attached to any opposing Pokemon. So all the energies attached to the opposing Pokemon, he'll come in and just to get rid of them all. He won't do any damage, but he will heal Meanie by 100 HP. So Meanie can get 200 free at the beginning. So Island Card Collector is kind of like a reinforcement. Pretty interesting. Really awesome, yeah. So the Meanie Breathe is his first attack. It's because he's a dragon type. He's got dragon breath, but this move doesn't take any dragon energies. It takes 2 colorless. It does a good 90 damage. It's just kind of a nice little move to have. And then there's the Pack Battle Slice. He appears all the time in Island Card Collectors videos doing pack battles with the tops. Go check out Island Card Collector and Meanie X. Go subscribe to them. Island Card Collector, Meanie X, Kingy B, all of those fellow channels that are featured here in cards. Go check them out. But Pack Battle Slice does 170 damage, but it costs triple colorless with a dragon energy. So it's going to be 4 energies, 4 dragons, whatever, 3 normal energies. So Meanie X defeats you in a pack battle and shows no mercy. So that's what that does, the Pack Battle Slice. He's weak to Fairy ×2, and he resists Dragon by 31. That is may or may not be a typo. Retreat is 1 colorless energy. So that's kind of how that is. I didn't mean to do that. Let me delete that. Okay. Now for card number 14. This is going to be King Trent. So this is me from the French Monarch song. Now this Royal King Trent is one of the most hard-hitting basic cards. He's one of the most vicious, hard-hitting cards of the basics. He's number 14 in the set of 30. Again, so you'll have... So out of all these basic cards, the ones that I've just done, and this one and the next one, you will get 3 of them in a pack. So you'll get 3 randomly assorted of any of these first 15 in there. So that's what you get. Plus the other 2 bonus afterwards. So he's got 270 HP, which is a lot. This appears from the French Monarch song. I have like this void at the end. This is actually that cape right there, really zoomed in. So that's me get the powder weight. Royal Veil is the ability. I'm 7'11", not in real life, but maybe one day. Hopefully one day. This decreases opponent attack power by 30. So instantly among being on the field, your opponent is weakened by 30. Just with King Trent being on the field, it'll weaken the opponent by 30. Powdered Wig Swing is his basic attack. It only costs 1 energy, so it's a pretty good move, doing 80 damage as a normal attack. He's got no dark attacks, although he's a dark type, but he doesn't have any dark attacks. The French Monarch song is his main source of killing. He's got 200 damage on that move. Takes 2 fairies and a colorless. And Trent sings the French Monarch song, doing 200 damage. He's weak to Fighting ×2 because kings don't do good well in the combat field. And I'm also very frail as a person. And then resistance to Dragon -30. The retreat cost is 4, though. 4 energies, which is kind of crazy. King Trent is one of the most powerful entities. Don't mess with him. You'll be in for a destructive ride, and that's the truth. My computer is almost dead. It's at 19%. That is just great. Let's try to speed run the rest of this here. So that's King Trent. Next card is going to be number 15, which is going to be the Gold Skeleton. Now, this guy's from the Cheeto Famine. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. For those of you that have watched the Cheeto Famine previously, this guy is from there. He's got 140 HP. He's also a dark type. Long Sword is his attack. He's got 70 HP. This guy is summoned by Rack the Dripper. Gold Skeleton was sentenced by Rack the Dripper to throw Trent and Dad into the river. Or just kill us. So 70 HP for the Long Sword. Takes a dark and a normal. Dark and colorless to use. 70 damage. Bone Avalanche Collapse. This move's kind of interesting. So it takes 3 darks and a colorless. So this is going to be the last move that he uses on the field. It does 160 damage, which is very good. And he sends his whole body crumbling down on you, killing himself in the process. So he's going to instantly kill himself, but it's going to do 160 damage in return as a dark. So he's weak to water ×2. So there you go. There's your water type guy coming in. And he resists nothing. So those 15 are all the basic cards in the set. So you're going to get 3 of those randomly assorted. Randomly assorted in there. So now we're going to move on to the trainer cards. There are 7 trainer cards. So number 1 through 15 are the basics. There are going to be 7 trainer cards, so you get a trainer slot. So you get an energy, 3 basics, and a trainer card, plus an ultra rare. So the trainers, there's 7 options you could get, plus a secret rare, which comes in the trainer slot. So this is going to include numbers 16 to 22. So number 16, card number 16 is going to be... The trainer cards are mainly based on the locations of historic sites and restaurant reviews. Number 16 and 17 are based on restaurant reviews locations from 2023. So Steak and Shake and Bob Evans will have these cards. They're all stadiums. Most of the locations are stadiums. So card number 16 is going to be from one of the restaurant review videos, Steak and Shake Restaurant Review. So this is Steak and Shake as a trainer card here. An iconic video. There are 2 restaurant reviews from 2023, Steak and Shake and Bob Evans. So Steak and Shake's the first one. You guys doing an event? That's a quote from the videos. Kind of funny. Some guy came up to us as we were doing an event. I had to do a thing called the swing dance afterwards, which was a jazz band performance. That's why I was dressed like it was the 1930s. And this event, this stadium allows characters to enjoy old-fashioned steak burgers. Tastefully gets them to regain HP, 30 HP after each turn. So it's kind of like a healing thing. So every Pokemon on the field will regain 30 HP when this card is in play. So they'll be enjoying their 1934 steak burgers because it's, a restaurant. This stadium stays in play when you play it. Discard it if another stadium comes into play. If a stadium with the same name is in play, you can't play this card. That's how stadium cards work. So that's Steak and Shake. The other one is Bob Evans, which is the other restaurant review that we've done this year. I did other ones in the past, like Subway and Wendy's and Frisch's, but those are not 2023. Those were 2022. And then I did the one with Mr. Rodish, but those ones are not in there. And it's all from the modern era. So if you're wondering why there's no Mr. Rodish card, that's why. There would be a Mr. Rodish Ultra. There would be. But he sadly is not with us anymore, so there is none. So, Sun is here in this card. This is a screenshot from the Bob Evans restaurant review. I got the Mr. B shirt on. We both had our Bob Evans hats. This video did not release too long ago. This video is pretty new. One of the newer videos represented in these cards here. So, enjoy the sunrise with some epic French toast and home fries. Lovely jelly on the eggs, baby. That's what I do. I love it, dude. Jelly on the eggs is where it's at. Marlene was the one that came up with that recipe, or her and her husband. I used to eat it when I was a kid all the time, making scrambled eggs and bacon with the jelly. Son wasn't a fan of the scrambled eggs with Bob Evans. For some reason, he thought they were kind of tasteless. But the French toast was amazing. This battlefield makes any player's HP increase by 50. So not after every turn, it just instantly makes them increase by 50. But this only is active for 4 individual turns. So, this is kind of like Steak and Shake. I didn't really make it clear on the card, but it'll heal 50 after each turn. But this is only in play for 4 individual turns. Not turns in general, individual turns. So you go, your opponent goes, you go, your opponent goes. It's done. So really only 2. Since all-day breakfast is superior at Bob Evans, it's all day, whatever. That's kind of how it is. So that's Bob Evans. Now are going to be the next 3 cards, which include card number 18, 19, and 20, which are all based on the 3 historic sites that I've been to in 2023. The first one being Fort Boonesboro. So those of you guys that remember Fort Boonesboro from the videos, this video I made back in February, and it is a clip. That's a clip from the thumbnail, Fort Boonesboro. So this is where Daniel Boone was. And it gives you, kind of on the card, a little facts about the history of the place, plus what it does. So this is a supporter card, different from a stadium, but it's pretty much a stadium. I just didn't put stadium, because all these are stadiums. This was the site of the 1779 Revolutionary Battle on the Kentucky frontier, fought between Daniel Boone and the Shawnee chief Blackfish. In this war site, all characters possessing the typings of fire, fighting, metal, or dark type, attack damages will increase by 40. Now, it's not for those attacks. It's if the Pokemon is possessing that typing. There you go. That's Fort Boonesboro. I'm kind of trying to speed through the trainers just because they're not as interesting. But you put these on in addition to what's on the field. So these are just kind of where they're fighting. How are we doing on battery? 16. All right, we can get through. Number 19 is up. This is going to be Neville. I don't know if you guys have seen the Neville video. But this card is Neville. So this was one of the historic sites that I went to in 2023. I did this a few weeks before Boonesboro. But Neville is a forgotten village on the banks of the Ohio River, home to 87 people. King Louis Philippe I was said to have lived there between 1793 and 1814 during the French Revolution. This stadium boosts the attacks dealt by any characters possessing colorless, water, or electric type by 40 damage. Like the water type needs it anymore. Anyway, so that's kind of what you're getting, man. Those are what it is. So it's basically the restaurant review trainer cards are more just like increasing HP, and then the historic site stadiums are mainly for increasing attack power. So that's just kind of what they're used for. Number 20 is going to be the Biltmore. The Biltmore was a site that I visited to last month. A site that I visited in April, Easter weekend, the Biltmore. I went to North Carolina. This is located in Asheville, North Carolina, pretty close to there. The Biltmore was built in 1895 by the descendants of the railroad tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt. I also did a family tree videos on that. The project to them took 7 years to make, including over 215 rooms. In an outside garden area full of vibrant flowers. This legendary stadium boosts the attacking power of all grass, psychic, dragon, and fairy type characters by 50 damage. So it's increasing a lot to those types. Again, you're getting one of those in the pack. Number 21 is going to be an item. So we got an item and then we got another stadium. But the other stadium's a little bit different. So this item is the Beaten Xbox 360. This is a really new video. This video, if you're watching the stream right now live, or right as it comes out, this took place about a week ago. This video just came out. It's a Beaten Xbox 360. I did a destruction video on the Xbox 360. I destroyed my sister's Xbox 360. If you want to check it out. This item will utilize the sharp metal edges of the in layers of the Xbox, cutting opposing characters, decreasing both their attack and defense by 10%. So it's just kind of a nice little item to throw out there, decreasing attack and defense. Not incredibly useful, but hey, it exists. Next up is going to be number 22, which now we are getting into this last trainer card. What am I at now? What am I at now? Am I 10? I'm 12. If this dies, it's going to be bad. I have to plug it in. I took up the wrong one. Shrimp. Number 21 was the wrong. Yeah, it's the wrong card. We want. But again, like I said, that one's just what it is. Okay, I get that the battery's low on my laptop. Crap, I wanted to X that out. Junk. Wow. All right. So this is going to be number 22. Blast trainer card. And it is a stadium, but it says supporter, but it's a stadium. Edward's Barn. This is a site from the Cheeto famine. This is Edward's T-Rex. And this is Rack the Dripper. Rack the Dripper's T-Rex and Rack the Dripper, who is Edward. But spoiler alert. But that's Rack the Dripper back there. Edward's Barn is a scary fighting scene. I wasn't able to include all the characters as cards, but most of them were. Edward's Barn is a scary fighting scene from the Thanksgiving Cheeto famine. In here, you have to deal with Rack the Dripper's Executioner right here when you are fighting here in the battle. On this field, evil characters such as Edward, Robert, King Trent, Meaniacs, Massasoit, such others, so whatever. Oh, I just revealed another card. So any character that's like played a role in the videos that is evil in any sort of way, to the side of the story where it's told. HP will increase by 70%. So this is going to give an advantage to all evil characters. So kind of an interesting ability there that card has. Shrimp. So next up is number 23. The secret rare, by the way, number 31, is comes in the trainer card slot. It does not come in the ultra rare slot, so it's possible you could pull some out. Number 23. Now we're getting into the ultra rares, guys. So it would not be a set without ultra rares. So there are a good amount of ultra rares in this set. There's like five Vs and then a couple V maxes. So number 23 here is going to be the Vs. So this is, I hit the, I don't know how to work this well. So this is going to be Trent V from the Cheeto Famine. These cards are very powerful. This is Trent from the Cheeto Famine, me from the Cheeto Famine V. It's a V card. So you will get in the last slot in the pack, there will be an energy, 3 basics, a trainer, and then an ultra rare. This would come in the ultra rare slot. So you get one of these Vs per pack. So Trent V is 300 HP. He's a psychic type. No Shave November is the ability because this video took place in November. So you can see I got a mustache and everything going on here. Okay, we can use this camera. It is what it is. Alright. Quality sucks. But I'm back. Hello. Is this capturing audio? I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to go back into this. Oh, I need to plug in the webcam. Our webcam's getting plugged in. This was supposed to be this. It's going to be webcam. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Sorry about that. My gosh. Okay. I'm back now. Holy moly. Let me move this a little bit closer to me. Okay. We're back now. Holy moly. All right. So Trent V from the Cheeto Famine is... I don't even know where we ended off at. But anyway, Trent ain't shaving. Alright? I ain't shaving. It's Thanksgiving, which means I ain't shaving. Because it's no shave November. So any hair-like attack will substantially increase attack-wise every turn by 20%. So every turn I use, as happened, a hair-like move will increase by 20%. And the only one that has that is the Sideburn Strike, which is the first move. Let me tell Marlene I'm back so she can come back on the stream. Holy crap. Okay. And then Wah V. This is the V version of Wah. This one does 320 damage. I think the original one just did 300. But this is Wah V, which is 320. It's not much of an upgrade, but hey, it's an upgrade. I'm weak to dark, times 3 weak to dark, and 30 minus resistance to dragon. Very cool. Next up is going to be number 24. Which is Dad V. Yeah, the ultra rares. Dad V. This screenshot's from 1621, so a little bit older. There are a few screenshots from 1621, but this is Dad using the Christmas Cheetos. He's got no ability. I thought Dad V had an ability, but Dad V. He's got 350 HP. This is a big increase from the original Dad because the original Dad was pretty weak, to say the least. But he's got Nathaniel Bandy shirt. He's got 350 HP. Yeah, it was no Nathaniel card either. Sorry, Nathan. Dad V. All right. 350 HP is a fire type yet again. Christmas Cheetos does 130 damage to fire in a colorless cost. The opposing character is now burned after this move. And then there's the double-decker Cheetos sandwich attack. 360 damage this deals, but it costs a lot. 3 fires. The colorless. Retreat cost is 3. For a lot of the Vs, retreat cost is pretty high. All right, Marlene, Dad V's up. Weakness to water. Resists 30 minus to grass. That's Dad V. So these are the V's. These are what you really want to be pulling. This is what you really want to be pulling. Now 25. Where's number 25 at? We're almost done anyways, guys. So, anyways, folks. So, Edward V. Now this is kind of like I put the gold border on him because I thought it looked cool for Edward. This one's on the thumbnail for those of you guys that looked. He's got a lot of moves. This is Edward from the final scene in the Cheeto Famine after Rack the Dripper was kind of deposed. Revealed who Rack the Dripper was. There's Rack the Dripper's hat down there. I thought this would look golden and gold because I wanted this to be kind of full art because the scene was so big. Maysville, Kentucky. That was where it was filmed. For those of you guys that don't know that. 330 HP. He's a steel type. Edward. This Edward is a steel type. I think the normal Edward basic card was a dragon. But Edward V is a steel. He's got 330 HP, which is pretty good. Disguise is his ability. He becomes Rack the Dripper at any time upon command. So he has the ability to turn into Rack the Dripper VMAX, which you'll see coming up here. One of the rarest cards in the set. This is number 25. Super Donut Saucer. So he's got donuts, obviously, from 1621. He's eating donuts, but he's got Cheetos here, but this is the Cheeto famine. Roll 2 dice. The value of the rolls added together is now how many extra donuts are thrown. Damage is 20 for each one after the initial. So the initial hit is 80, but plus 20 for each attack after that. You roll 2 dice, so the value. So you get 12, and you throw 12 extra donuts at you. He's also got Whip Kick, so he'll kick you. There's a fighting energy involved in that, which does 100 damage. And then there's the Time Machine. The Time Machine, the original Edward, the basic card, does 300. This does 500. So this is a one-shot any Pokemon except for the Cheeto Sandwich. Takes the opponent back to 1621, making an insta-kill. Everybody. Pretty pricey, though. He's weak to Psychic ×1, so he's not actually weak to anything. That's kind of funny. He's weak to Psychic ×1 and resists fighting -30. His retreat costs only 1, though. Pretty crazy with Edward there. That card is awesome. Next up, no, I want number 26. Number 26. This is the second to last rare. This one's a cool card. I'd like to pull this one. This would be one of the ones that I'd want to pull if I was going to come out to the meet and greet. I'm obviously going to be there. This is Massasoit from the Thanksgiving in 1621. This guy's really crazy. This card's awesome. This is one of my favorite cards in the set. I'm going to be honest. This might be my favorite card in the set. Massasoit, if you remember, was one of the main antagonists from Thanksgiving in 1621 after Edward sends me and Dad back in time. Dad and I back in time. His card's kind of jacked up. He's got 350 HP for Massasoit V. He's a basic, so you can just throw him out whenever. Basic Vs, just Vs, you know. But he's got... I want to see if... I don't think these will be holographic, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to print that or not. I'll try to make them. If I can make them holographic, I will. But he's hard-hitting. 350. He's a grass type. But here's what he gets. He's got his ability is 17th Century Crack. All right, 17th Century Crack because he's from 1621. This allows you to attach however many energies you want upon arrival. If Fort Boonesboro is at play, Massasoit is allowed to send in reinforcements. So you can put on any energies you want right off the bat as you send it. So you can set up for a Prophet Feather attack right off the bat, which look at how many energies are required for that move. But man, it's crazy. There was originally more, but it would get off the screen. But if Fort Boonesboro is in play, so if they're playing that trainer card, Massasoit will be able to send in reinforcements. So he can send in another card out because he's the chief. He can send out another card to come in and play while he's still in play too. So you get 2 turns. OP as fridge. Shawnee Forces, 120 times. Flip a coin. If heads, this move does 50% times. So he's going to send out his forces in the Shawnee. I know he was not a Shawnee Indian. I know Massasoit was not. But, you know, that video was kind of racist in the ways when they were having their conversation on there. People always ask me all the time, what do you think was better, the Thanksgiving Cheeto famine or 1621? Now, 1621, obviously the plot is more interesting, I think. But the Cheeto famine kind of flows more and it's a better done video. Because there's a lot of slow parts in 1621, although the Cheeto famine kind of... I think the Cheeto famine's a better video. But I love 1621. It's a really good video, too. This came out in 2021. Very good for that time. Look at the tan line of Massasoit there, man. So Shawnee Force is a good move. 2 double colorless. Double colorless and a leaf grass energy. Prophet Feather. This is one of the most interesting moves in the entire set. Prophet Feather requires a grass, fire, water, electric, psychic, fighting, and fairy energy to use this attack. But with the ability 17th Century Crack, you can set this up in the first turn. Deals 1,621 damage, 1621, and it revives up to 3 fainted team members. So 3 Pokemon that have already been killed, it will revive them completely. And this can only be used once. You can't just spam Prophet Feather. The retreat cost is 5 because he's OP. He's weak to fire ×2. And he resists fairy, -30. Does 1621. So it not only instantly kills the opponent, but it brings back 30 more. Because he's the prophet. You know, the prophet brings it back. Crazy. Crazy with you do that. Massasoit fee is tough to take out. That's for sure. This is one of my favorite cards in the set. He's just so interesting. I just love this card. So that's Massasoit. V. Boys and girls. All right. Now we're moving on to the V. No, there's one more V. It's Bella Kitty V. So, Bella Kitty is a V card in the set, like I said before. Now, she's a little bit interesting because the values of her attacks could end up changing the game a little bit. So she's a fairy type. The Kitty Aura Shield, she's got 275 HP. Kitty Aura Shield is her ability, because she's Bella Kitty. This is number 27 of 30. Bella's attack is boosted upon being hit once. First attack, minus 70 damage. So she's kind of got like what Mimikyu has, where like the first hit does nothing, but she has like an Aura Shield. So if she gets hit, her first move that she gets hit by, she'll only take the damage that move causes minus 70. So if she gets hit with an 100 damage attack, it's only going to do 30 damage to her. So that's pretty good. Kitty Aura Shield. And then the other moves are kind of ridiculous. Wet Food Vomit. The opposing character is now poisoned. So it does 180 damage and it poisons them because it's Wet Food Vomit, because she always eats wet food and throws up all over the place. That's a fairy and a double colorless. And then Hissing Kitty is the other attack. It does 325 damage but costs 4 fairy energy. She's also weak to water times 2 this time, not times 10. And I don't know, does she resist anything? She's got no resistances. No resistances. Next up is going to be the 3 V Maxes. Now, these are going to be the most powerful, rarest cards in the set. There's only 3 of them. V Max cards, and we're going to get into those right now. The first one. These are kind of hilarious, by the way. The first one. Oh, I didn't put it as number 28. Dave the Cameraman. Oh, I need to kind of... Hold on, I need to crop this out because I have a bunch of white lines here. I think I can do a crop here. Let me edit this real quick. This is Dave the Cameraman V Max. Now, for those of you who don't know, the cameraman, Dave, he doesn't film every video, but he films almost all the historic site and live action films. He's not filming this right now, but he does all those. We're going to save that. How do we save this? Enter, I'll save it as a copy, sure. on 25. Whatever, but this is what you get here. So, Dave the cameraman, he's eating at Rooster's chicken wing. Oh, Dave Seibert's in the chat. I didn't see him. Dave Seibert, the cameraman. Marlene. So, he's my dad, and then Marlene is his mom. So, Marlene's my grandma, he's my dad. He's the cameraman. So, he doesn't film like every video, and Marlene's filmed a couple, but he films almost all of them, and he gets credit because, you know, he's been the cameraman since the start in 2016. He's been filming videos since 2016. Most of the videos that I need somebody to film. He doesn't film every video, just the videos that, like, the live action and the historic sites, those types. But most of them, I just set up a camera like this, is just set up a camera, but he's a pretty good cameraman. He evolves from Dave. He's a Dynamax form of Dave. Dave does not have a card, so that's just there just for show. He's basically a basic, but VMAXs can't be basics, so that's how it is. Dave the cameraman, VMAX. HP is 390. He's a fighting type. He's the weakest of the 3 VMAXs, but he's still hecka strong. He's got 390 HP. His ability is slow motion voice perception, because, you know, in the videos, if you ever hear, like, I'm out doing a cemetery tour or something out of nowhere, like that, it's just because I slow down his voice. It allows Dave to always move first, so he'll never get outsped, so he's always going to attack first. Unless he's going against Lydia with quick attack. That's the only exception. Lydia will always go first if she uses quick attack. But if she doesn't use quick attack, Dave will always go first. Cameraman. Slow motion punch is his first attack. It does 200 damage flat out and only costs two fighting energies and a colorless. So that's a very good. I see you're getting sweaty from that buffalo wing. But that's pretty much going to knock out any basic Pokemon except for King Trent in one hit there. The iPhone Rage is his other ability. Is his other move. He will. Dave goes all out mad after filming for hours on end, slamming the phone and striking the opponent. Does 400 damage. However, it'll hurt himself in the process by 50 HP. So it'll deal 50 HP to himself in recoil, because oftentimes it's going to not benefit him. But this happens all the time. There'll be times where we're filming and he get frustrated and stuff, and it's kind of, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. But this is 400 damage, so it's pretty much going to one-shot almost everything. So that's Dave's card. He's weak to Psychic ×2. Weak to Psychic. Pretty dang awesome. Oh, I just escaped. Okay. Next up is going to be the second to last card in the set. Is number 29. Right here. This is a bit highly sought after card that a lot of people are going to want to go to. George Salshington VMAX. This is one of the most sought after cards. I got people coming down to the meet and greet just to pull this thing. So I'm going to make this a very rare sought after card. This is George Salshington. George Salshington VMAX. He evolves from Saul, as you can see there. And he's got the baritone. Saul's getting scary. For those of you guys don't know, if you guys seen the... that's true, Marlene. I'm very grateful to have him as a cameraman. He's a great cameraman. And he works for pleasure, so it's not like I gotta pay him in return. He just does it, which is amazing, because he's my dad. You know, we just been together for years. But George Salshington VMAX, 400 HP he's got, and Saul's getting scary is his ability. If you see the 12 Days of Christmas at the end, instead of Nathaniel, Saul's getting scary. That is what that is. Saul gets real scary when out on the playing field. That's his ability. He just gets scary. He doesn't do anything. He just gets scary. This is like the second card that I made. Evolves from Saul. He's a Dynamax, but Saul doesn't have a card, so he's just a basic. Baritone Blast is his first attack. Does 150 damage. Saul will eat you with his godlike playing skills. He's also a Psychic type. So this is 3 Psychic Energy to use Baritone Blast. And then the Woodruff Whoop, which is a free attack, because his last name's Woodruff, part of the Woodruff clan. Saul, Luke, and Jude. Does 69 damage for free. That's the thing. Special free attack does 69 upon Saul's Epic Beard Aura. Now, that's actually a pretty weak move, but 69 damage. Come on. He's weak to Fairy ×2 and resists Fighting type. So that's Saul. And then the last card in the main set, besides the secret rare, is going to be none other than Rack the Dripper VMAX. This guy is the main villain in the Cheetos Famine. He's a 3-star rare. He's a 3-star rare. There's a little picture of him in the icon for the set. So, he's a dragon type. He's got 420 HP, which is the highest HP stat besides the Cheeto Sandwich. There's only 3 cards that have over 400 HP. It's the Cheeto Sandwich, Rack the Dripper VMAX, and George Salshington. George Salshington's got... And then Dave, the cameraman's got 390, so he's got pretty much that same. But Rack the Dripper VMAX has 420 HP. The only way you can use him, he's an upgrade VMAX. He's like the VMAXs in the actual Pokemon. You gotta have Edward V first, which was the card that we showed back earlier. Edward V was number, I think, 25 in the set, so you have to have him first before you can get Rack the Dripper VMAX. If you remember, Edward V's ability allows him to become Rack the Dripper, because Edward disguises Rack the Dripper, and he ends up becoming him. So he's going to be in there. 420 HP. There's him with the last bag of Cheetos on Earth. Biden hat. There's the wart. Cheeto Famine is his ability. This Pokemon will regain hit points upon contact with Cheetos. So, as you know, there are a lot of moves in this TCG that have to do with Cheetos, like Dad or the Cheeto Sandwich. If any Cheeto attack hits him, he will regain HP. Which, you don't want him regaining HP, because he's going to get a lot. Stayed cool with you all the way. These cards are really cool. Thanks, Marlene. Dual Knife Stab is his attack. It does 69 damage. The opposing player is now stunned to the ground and can't move for a turn. So, that's kind of vicious. 69 HP, or 69 damage. It takes a Dark and a Steel to use that move. And then there's Steal the Cheetos, which does 120. He's not that hard-hitting, surprisingly. He's just kind of annoying to have. I would have made him stronger had I not made him, because this is the first one I made, and I didn't know how strong I was going to make these other ones. But he's... I might buff the Steal the Cheetos attack. There's a chance that could get buffed before they're printing, and I might make that do 200 and something. But for now, it does 120. Let me know if you guys want to see a buff on that move, because I might buff that attack. I think Dual Knife Stab should still do 69, though. Anyway, 3 colorless to use that attack. He's weak to Steel ×2, and he resists 31 to normal. And his retreat is 3. So that is it for the main set. But there's one more card. There's one secret rare in this set that I want to show you guys. And that is none other. This card will come in the trainer slot. So this is not going to be in the ultra rare slot. It's a V-Star, and I'm trying to find it here. Where's number 31? Oh, I just not even put it in. I don't even think I put it in there. Oh, there it is. The blown up Jeep V-Star, folks. So this is my old car, the Jeep. It was evolves from Waluigi Jeep, but Waluigi Jeep doesn't have a card. This is the basic blown up Jeep V-Star. It's not very bulky. It's got 69 HP. It's all it's got is 69 HP. But steam rolling its ability, smoke rolls up through the hood, instantly poisoning every character on your opponent's bench. So every single character on the opponent's bench will be poisoned. It's kind of like a gimmick card. It's more like a trainer. And then the oil change fail is its only move. Because I was on my way to get an oil change and then it blew up. Smoke started rolling out of the hood, so I turned on the emergency lights and just went. Waluigi Jeep blows up, causing all players on the field to take 420 damage, including the next 2 on the deck from each team. So this will hurt your own team in the process. Discard this card after use. So this card will die after, but it's weak to water, but it doesn't really matter. That's what's weird about this card. This card's kind of a gimmick. But that's just kind of what it is. The blown up Jeep V-Star. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude today's live stream and conclude the set overview. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this set. And again, if you want to get these cards, $10 a pack. Come to the meet and greet on June 16th in Cynthiana, Kentucky. June 16th and 17th in Cynthiana, Kentucky at the abandoned IGA parking lot. And we'll get you a pack of these custom cards. So, pretty dang lit. So, that's going to be it for the live stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as usual. And let me know which card's your favorite. Mine's probably Massasoit V. Blown Up Jeep V-Star is pretty hilarious, too. And I think I might give a buff to Rack the Dripper V-Max, because he's surprisingly weak, and I think he should be stronger. Aragoldina, thank you for watching as well. So everybody here, thank you so much. And I'm going to head off to McDonald's because Lydia wants me to go to McDonald's. And I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you think about these cards. I'll start the Instagram page either tomorrow or the next day. And I'll post all these on there. So